Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to prepare your art for film for our final project. Your mission is to design a two-color art print and create the art to scale, how large you want it actually printed, and to prepare it for films by assigning it some spot colors. So I do realize not everyone is fluent on the computer. So luckily we do have access to WGSN, so you can pull artwork off of their website if you are unable to draw your own. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that right now. I'm in their website and I did a search. You can choose whatever category. Let's see here. I did prints and graphic, or actually design resources. I did original artwork, and then I did a search and I hit prints and graphics, view all prints and graphics, and then here I just chose graphics and clip art, and then you can choose whatever you want. I'm going to choose people and say apply. So you're going to want to make sure the art you choose is vector because we're going to do this in Adobe Illustrator this time. So avoid PSD artwork and stick with vector art. And again, we're only going to be doing two colors as well. Dun, 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 dun. So find your art. Let's see here, just kind of scroll down, pick whatever you want. Let's see here. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one. I realize the background's brown, but I'm not going to use the background. I'm just going to use the purple and the yellow for that one. So it's vector, so this one will do. I can click the three dots and just click download. Now, how to open it in Illustrator. To do that, I'm going to go to Finder, and I'm going to look under our Downloads folder. And there it is. It's popclipart.eps. So I don't want to double click it because it won't know to go to Adobe Illustrator. So instead, I'm going to click and drag, and I'm going to drop it right on top of the box that says AI. Okay. Hopefully I didn't do that too slow. Let me try one more time. There we are. Color mode, choose CMYK. Say OK. Now it's way up there, so you do need to know a little bit of how to navigate in Illustrator. I'd love to introduce you to the zoom tools. There's the magnifying glass that you can use, or you can hit Command 0, which will center it. And right next to Command 0 is Command negative and Command plus. So zoom away, 0 centers it. My favorite is the space bar. If I hold the space bar down, I can just pull it where I want. It's worth getting to know those tools. Okay, so now that I've opened this, I can see that it's actually much more than two colors, but I'm still just going to stick with my purple and yellow. So for me to only select the purple, I want to use my magic wand. Usually it's defaulted to just select the fill colors, but you can always double click it and double check it. Good. See, mine, the fill color is selected. That's great. And it has a tolerance of 20. That's probably fine. Sometimes I change it to 0, so it'll only select one specific color. It's either way. But make sure nothing else is selected, and you should be good. Okay, so I selected it. I've now selected all the purple, which is great. But I also want to select the orange. So this is important. I have to hold the Shift key to also select the orange. So I'm holding Shift on the keyboard. I'm going to click once on the orange. Now it says question mark because I have two colors selected. I have my purple and my orange. That's what I want. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to open a new file, and I'm going to paste it on that new file. Okay? Do you know how to copy? The keyboard shortcut is Command C. You can also go to Edit, Copy. Great. Now I'm giving you a template with registration marks. It might actually be a good idea to just open up that template and then paste it in the template. Do you know how to paste? Command V is the keyboard shortcut, or Edit Paste. There it is. Great. This template is our legal size. This is the size of our film that we'll be printing on, so it gives you a little bit of perspective of how big your art is. Now I want to center it in the middle. You don't want to put it too close to your registration marks. So to move it, I need to switch tools. Right now I'm still in my magic wand tool, which is great for selecting colors, not so great for moving objects around. So I have to switch to the black arrow. Its fancy name is selection tool, keyboard shortcut, letter V. And it's all selected already, which is great. So as long as I hover over it, I can move it. Now, if I hover over the white part of the board, it won't move. In fact, it'll just deselect my art, which is not good. So to select it again, I can click and drag all the way around it. It's all selected. Now I can click and drag and move it, but you have to hover over your art. I see students a lot trying to move it over here, and they're like, well, won't move. It's finicky. I do realize I think this might be small, so I can select my art again, and I can resize it as well. Sometimes there's a menu up here that will tell me how big it is, but since there's not, I'm going to open up my window. And let's see if I can find my info is helpful. And then what, there's one other one, I'm forgetting what it's called. Oh, transform. Let me do transform. Where are you? Da, 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 da. Haha, transform, perfect. Okay, so right now what's selected is 3.7 inches, or no, sorry, excuse me, it's on the side. 4.3 inches wide by 4 inches tall. So this little thing will keep your proportion constrained, so definitely click it. So if you've been playing with this art and you know how big you want it already, all you have to do is just type in your number, say you know you want it 7 inches big, and hit enter, and it changed it. And if you notice the height changed to 6.5, it kept it in proportion, which is great. If you're not sure how big you want it, you can click and drag, but be warned, you don't want to distort your art. It's a big no-no. So the way to not distort it is push the shift button and then click and drag your mouse. When you're happy with the scale, keep holding the shift button. First, let go of your mouse, then let go of shift. Okay, so once you're happy with the scale, you can move on to identifying your spot colors. Okay, so in order to do that, right now when I look at it, when I see how I selected this little orange piece, that means that this orange is underneath this purple layer. And when I screen print, I really don't want to print a big old orange thing and then a purple on top of it, because it might make different colors. You might be able to see through the ink. So I really want to cut my colors so that this orange line ends on this orange line and the purple ends on the purple. I have to flatten my artwork, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So there's a few steps to do it. The first step is to select all of your art. Use the black arrow. Then you're going to expand the strokes, which I actually don't have any strokes, but a lot of you guys probably do. So what you will do, you'll go to Object at the top of the screen, and then expand ... And then you'll check there'll be a box that has a fill box and a check box, and you'll say okay. So I guess I don't get a demo of that for you because mine doesn't have any strokes. So I'm kind of ready to go. Okay, now the next step is we're going to use the Pathfinder tool to get rid of these overlapping layers. So if your Pathfinder tool is not already open, you can open it by going to Window, and it's all alphabetical here. Find Pathfinder. Make sure your art is all selected, and then choose this bottom middle one that says Merge. So now when I pick this orange, let's see, so it's all, let me use this other arrow. There's no more of that underlying part, which is good. That's what I want. Great. Okay, so now I'm ready to create my spot colors. So in order to do this, I need to have my swatch palette open. So if it's not already open, I go to Window, and I look for swatches. Check it. There it is. Great. Now I don't need any of these colors, so I'm going to delete them all. So I'm going to make sure my art is not selected, and I'm going to select the white. Then if I hold Shift and select the very last color, all of my colors are now selected, and all I have to do is hit the trash can. Great. Now they're gone. Okay. So then now I'm going to select the color purple. In my art, I used my white arrow. You can use your magic wand as well. And make sure purple is there selected. Then I go down to my swatch palette and I just click New Swatch. Okay. I'm going to name it Spot Purple. And now this is very important. The color type needs to be a spot color. Okay, great. I'm going to do the same for my orange. Click it. I see the orange over here. I'm going to go to New Swatch. I'm going to name it Spot Orange. And I'm going to change the color type to be a spot color. Okay. Now these registration marks, I'm going to select with my white arrow. I'm going to click that guy. And right now it's black, but I want to change it. Oh, actually, no, they're good. You don't have to do anything. I've already labeled it as registration color for you. So what that means is that we'll be able to see these registration marks on all the color separations. So now to go check my color separations, I'm going to go to Window, Separations Preview. Okay, oops, there it is. Okay, and I'll check on Overprint Preview. And I'm gonna uncheck CMYK. So now I just have my spot orange and spot purple showing. If I check my eyeball for spot orange, we have only the purple. If I deselect that, oh, it won't let you. Well, I'll put orange back on and deselect my purple, then we only have orange. And you see our registration marks will print for both colors, which is great. Now I'm noticing something a little funny right here. I'm gonna zoom in. I think what's happening is that there's orange underneath this red, my purple I mean, and it's making a red color. See all of that solid orange? So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning up. My Pathfinder tool didn't quite save the day for me, unfortunately. So I'll have to do a little bit of work. And I think what I'm gonna do is just keep the purple and delete the orange part. So the easiest way for me to do this is to use my magic wand, and I'm gonna select everything that's purple, and I wanna lock it. Object, lock, selection. So now I can't select the purple anymore because it's locked. Then I'll get my arrow. Let's see here. Now my black arrow, my objects group, so my black arrow is selecting all of it. So I have two options. I can just use my white arrow, which will select pieces individually and hit delete. Or I can, yeah, maybe that's just easiest. The other option is to use the black arrow and just say object ungroup. And then once it's not grouped, you can select them individually with the black arrow. Both ways work, doesn't matter. So anyways, I'm gonna select it, and it's, even though it looks like it's red, it's actually orange because my purple is locked. So with the spot colors, I could see that if I mix my purple and my orange, it would make this red color. And I don't want that for my art. I want it separated. Let's see, what do I want to do here? Maybe here I want to get rid of the orange. I'm not sure. I have to make some decisions. So I suppose I'll just finish this part. Just clicking all of it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Now I'm going to go Object, and I'm going to unlock everything. And this time I want to lock the orange. Object, Lock, Selection. There is a keyboard shortcut if you're interested. Command 2. And now I'm going to select this orange. I don't know if I like that. Oh, maybe, what do I want? How am I going to do this? Maybe I get rid of, this is so tricky for me. You know what? Will this look good if it's purple? I can't decide. Maybe I will just make this orange. Okay, delete. Oh, you know what? Instead of that, because it's I'm going to actually just change it to orange. There we are. Orange, orange, orange. Now I'm going to delete the orange that's underneath this red. Object, unlock all. And I'm going to lock all the purple pieces. And I'm going to go in and grab just the orange slices underneath here so it's purple. Hope that's not too confusing. I'm kind of glad this happened because I know we're going to have some issues. And I don't know, maybe just watching me figure it out might help you. We'll see. But I'm pretty much ready to go. My colors are now separated. There's my purple. And there's my orange. So I'm ready for printing. So the final thing I need to do is save my file with the proper names. So I'm going to go File, Save As. Please remember where you save it. Right now I'm in Downloads. So remember that so you know how to upload it. And I'm going to change the name to FDM 081 underscore F18 underscore final underscore art to scale with spot colors underscale my name. Great, and there's the .ai, so I'm good, and I'll hit save. Okay, all this is fine. Okay, great, and now I can upload it to Canvas, and I'm ready to work with the teacher to print these out on films and go burn my screens. That's it. Thanks for watching.